Hello and welcome back to another video. It's been a minute, it's been a while. I haven't been uploading as much as in the last like 3 weeks, I guess. I haven't even live streamed in that time, I guess. But anyway, here we're back on another Nations Cup round, actually preparing for the last entry point race for the day, which was at 1 a.m. on a Sunday, I believe, because the race is on a Saturday. But the last entry carries over to the next day at midnight, past midnight, but depends with the time difference, something like that. But anyway, welcome back to another video, as I said again, and we'll be racing using the Mitsubishi, no, not the Mitsubishi, come on, the Nissan. That's how far like beyond the lad. I've not raced in this game, and I've not done a lot of races. And also with as I do my warm-up right now, trying to get to terms with the car, because we're going to be using the hard tires, the whole just 14 laps, and so far so good. This is the last sector. This is where we need to have the best, like hitting the apex. As I get a little bit squally there, you just have to hit the apex or like have a good line around here. So if you have a good line in the last sector of this track, you're going to be, how can I put it, in the top 5 for sure on the best times. But anyway, as you see there, it wasn't really the best, but kind of still getting to terms with the hard tires, because the hard tires are the worst tires in this game, in this race. But the downforce of the car, the GT2 car, the Nissan, which is the best car to use actually in Fuji, which is and see they made a 133, which before was a 134 my best time, and I ended up being in my friend's ranking. I almost said ranking. P1, as you see they're gonna load up. See, I wanted 33.2. Also, the Lexus was kind of a viable car you can use because it's good on fuel. You see that the Tom something, I can't remember, but it's a Lexus, the 081, I believe, But anyway, we're gonna jump into the race. Ranked 8th. You see, I've not really done, and also my SR, the driver rating, and my sportsmanship rating has gone down for the moment because I haven't been doing a lot of races, so it's kind of like a little bit resets for like the 2 weeks. And we're gonna jump into the qualifying right now because there's no need to show you the warm-up because nothing really much happened. So the main thing is to have a good qualifying and then have a good race. So qualifying, yes, so far in seeing ranked races, it's not really that much of how can I put it, like a competition. The only competition is that only I can say, like, or the only struggle is that you don't need to be in the backpack, because like people go for lunges that are not there. Actually later in this race you'll see there's a lunge that an Italian guy did, that was behind me did, and he was way back, but anyway he decided he just needed to get the position, and I didn't want to fight a lot because I didn't want to get a penalty. I wanted to have a clean race, which actually ended up being a clean race. But anyway, here we start. You see the Russian here, I don't know what he was doing. He was just all over the place. Fog 0029 was just all over the place. So as you see, they're getting a little bit friendly with me, kind of trying to bump me wide, but I don't know. But anyway, he gets ghosted out. And moving forward, I'm gonna whip it a little bit forward here and into the last sector right here. A little bit squally there, but the German in front of me just Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have trying out some new angles here. As he goes wide, I go past him. That's not what we're supposed to be doing in the outlap. And also I think the Spaniard, is it the French guy? Yeah, the French guy, I believe. That's the guy who also gets a spin round. It's a spin class out here. But anyway, on we continue. By now it's a good distance between the guy in front of me and the Spaniard in front of me, and there's actually like literally no one behind me. So that's what I wanted, so that I can have a good cornering, good race. As I say, as we get onto the last sector, we catch up to the two Italians that I was telling you about. You're gonna have a lot of kind of a argy-bargy with them, which is look at that, all just getting squally all over the place. But anyway, I don't think it'll be safe because I'm using a new kind of camera there. But anyway, I do manage to get past through them. They were kind of holding me back, as you see there. Went past to them. Now it was a good first two sectors there, but he's just right there behind me. He's gonna get my slipstream. I'm gonna kind of help him. We're making a 136, 135, so they're not really that quick. Oh, okay, P1, which was expected because I was purple at every sector, and still P1 by the end of the lap. But when I think, pull it, you almost lost it there, Rosie, Bibijo, the Italian dude. Is it a dude or guy? I don't know. Maybe he goes wide. I'm gonna have to go past him. I don't want to. And the position is, the time between me and P2 is getting smaller, like diminishing kinda. But anyway, I'm in good place to get a slipstream out of the Italian also in front of me. There was a lot of Italians here in this race. But anyway, final lap, final attempt to get a code qualifying, and I make a 133.9. Still 5/10ths, but by the end of the race, end of the qualifying actually, Spitz did manage to go a little bit quicker than me, like almost 2/10ths, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and here we go with the start of the race, which is not really, how can I put it, I was hoping it'd be a straightforward race like most of the nation's cup races are. These are lessons I was telling you about. It's actually kind of almost at par with the GTR and the R35, but not really that much. Actually, we included it in the intro just because I'm a Lexus boy, and for the manufacturers, which I've not done, I'm gonna explain a little in between the race why I've not been doing them, because it's kind of a work gameplay YouTube situation. But anyway, as we start off with this race, as I was saying, we just need to look at the fuel. But at the beginning of the race, I did not think, as engine, I just saw it. It's already gone past 415 laps, and I had to go just take it back to fuel mix 1, which is the bad thing, the worst thing we could do. Like at the moment, everybody's going full throttle, and almost missed my brake and almost went to the back of him. It is a good thing he saw that. I just came in quickly and he moved out of the way. Otherwise, it would have been a bad race for the both of us. We could have maybe dropped down behind, and then we have to fight our way back. You see there, the Italian is just trying. He's already very aggressive. Into the first it's the first lap, and he's like already very, very aggressive. And he goes a little bit wide. And I was saying about the dirty air with these cars, they have a lot of downforce. But if you're following a car, I can't even speak, done in the beginning of the race, we still have 14 laps to go. But I'm not really going to explain the whole 14 laps. It's just going to be bits and pieces of the race, the highlights kinda. As I was saying, if you follow a car like quickly around the corner, you'll have less grip, because you'll have this is what I was telling you about. I don't know why he kept punching me wide here. I don't want to fight, but he is so like aggressive, and I just said, okay, I'm just gonna let you pass, because there's no point, and you're gonna get actually a penalty for that. Now the two Italians are now fighting. Like, come on. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to have a good race. But anyway, Spitz, the British guy, the British nationality, or the British driver gets away, which is good for him. It's not really that far much away, but there you go. As you see there, I kind of like picked a little bit on the fuel, and so I had like 9.5 laps to go, which is very bad. We're 5 laps down, and that's when I started short shifting as much as possible. You see, I'm always shifting like halfway the rev, not really halfway, like 3/4 the rev limiter. One of the Italians goes wide. He kind of starts pushing me wide again. I don't know why they are like this, but I guess it's all because of the driver rating. Almost went wide there. I didn't want to go over the rumble strips. I could have gone into the dart and would have spun down immediately. That's no debate on that. But anyway, I want to continue. I just gave them a little bit of a space between me and them, because also in this sector, they say the last sector, you need to hit it like perfectly so that you can have a good sector. But they're I was a little bit squirmy, a little bit kinda, and again, I didn't want to get close to them because of the dirty air, because they won't have enough grip going around the corners. So, almost squirmy there again. The tires are kind of a bit cold. For the hard tires to get up to temp is gonna take like let's say 2 laps or so, or something. They don't really care up to temp like that, like really quickly. So again, as I said, short shifting. It moves onto the left side. I don't know why it does that. They just move onto the right side like total instinct. And again, I wasn't using. It's been a while since I've raced with this car, and as in the game, so I didn't use the wheel. I just used the controller. And moving it forward, 2 laps later, going down for the getting down with the 4th lap, I could get the slipstream. Actually, into the slipstream of the guy in front of me, the Italian. Again, they're all about short shifting. I'm barely 8 laps remaining, and we're in the 5th lap, so I'm really short by like 2 laps, I think. 4 laps, still 4 laps here, kinda. So how can I put this? Oh, okay. I was talking about he covered it so bad, and I don't know, it wasn't really a punch from me. I was expecting to get a penalty for that. But anyway, I do continue with the race. 3 laps later, 2 laps actually, kind of 3 laps I guess, yeah, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 7. So 3 laps later, we have 5 laps remaining on fuel. I'm halfway done, and halfway done with the race, kinda. So it's actually kinda working in my favor, because I don't need to go in for fuel at all. And I don't think speed is saving on fuel. I kinda lose control a little bit there, because I was trying to change the how can I put the fuel map, I think. I put it on 3 there, because I have 4 laps remaining and we're at lap 14. So I kinda use a little bit more than usual. And the Italian behind me kinda started catching up on me, which was a little bit hectic, because he's going to try and overtake me, and I don't wanna fight with him. But he kind of backs out. I don't know why. And again, it is a fuel saving race, of which I don't think P1. A lot of people are not fuel saving, but we did manage to create a big gap, and I think from around P10 or P8, I believe. I think so. Yeah, P8, from P8 around P9, P10. They got to like also. This is the part I was telling you about at the beginning of the race. He was way behind, but the Italian just wanted to get past through, and they said, "I'm not gonna fight you anyway, and I'm gonna let you pass. If you want to use all your fuel, you can go ahead and use it. I'm not going to fight you like really that bad." But anyway, short shifting up to 3, down to 2nd, so that I can make this corner down to 1st gear, and then a good exit here will dictate the speed on the race, or on this, like the time taken. I put it down into fuel mix 1. Again, another mistake. As speed goes in, he has 21% left of fuel, and I have like around 36 there. But now my problem is, has Dagger been fuel saving also? Because I have been fuel saving, but by the end of the race, I do catch up to him, and I think he is going to go in on this lap. I'm not really sure, but I think he did go in on this lap, which made me, there was a big gap. If you look at the gap, the guy behind me, the Spaniard, I only had I have like 25% left, which I had again 5 laps. Oh, and he goes in. I have 3 laps left of fuel. I have to go to fuel my 6 because I have 4 laps to go, which is not ideal. And again, let me explain why. As we churn out the laps, you see, I have 15 seconds from Spitz, who's going down the street right now, as you see there in the map. 15 seconds, that's a long time, so I can manage to go fuel mix 6. As I go through the laps, as I churn out the laps, as you see there, how can I put it, the visuals, the cinematic things. I haven't been doing most of the races because of work, kind of. Been doing some weird shifts, and I haven't been being able to do the manufacturers because they were shifted over to the weekend, and then by the time I'm getting home, the entry points were already done for. So I've not been having any chance to do the manufacturer series. But anyway, moving on to the end of the race, the last lap, I didn't manage. I'm gonna go all the way to fuel mix 1, going in, reach a lot of fuel, dump all that fuel into the engine, because actually it was the best fuel racing as in I've done in a while. And before, I think there are like 2 races before also I did in Suzuka and actually kind of got a little bit scared. In that straight, I was in 1.6, right? And then I used 0.3 in that one straight. I think the engine was really, really thirsty of that full power. But then Spitz was really catching up to me, kind of catching up to me. But then I already have 1 lap to go, and I wasn't really going to lose this because it was really, really hard work for it, I can say. Yeah. Again, the last race I did with this, I think, was in manufacturers were supposed to use all 3 at Suzuka, all 3 tires, the medium, softs, and hards, and we also had to do a lot of fuel saving, which I ended up in P1, and ending this in P1 again after like 3 weeks of not racing, 3 or 4 weeks of not racing, of which actually I'm gonna have to do this. This is round 9, and I'm gonna do round 10 because round 10 is in the Nürburgring, and we're gonna be using the R8s. Everybody's gonna be using the R8, so that's gonna be interesting. I'm also going to make a video about that because these ones are on Wednesday. These races, Nation Cup races, and by the time I'm coming home, I'll still have enough time to do the race and make a video. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, if you're still here, a like to the video, a sub to the channel would be amazing. As you see there, just panning out the shot, I finished first and Spitz does make it second, which was kind of disappointing. I thought he was going to feel safe, but yeah. But anyway, hope you keep safe, hope you guys are alright, and see you in the next one. Peace.